Greetings. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Great.
Great. Awesome. Awesome. Good to hear. Good to hear on this good Saturday. Just got some air. Okay. Let my brain breathe a little bit. So much creative juices are flowing. Uh yeah, so let's get right into it. I don't want to hold anybody up. This is a important time slot on a Saturday. So we are going to tap into the I imagination. All right, we're gonna get our creative juices flowing. Um, if you have anything that could record your screen, I'm into stuff like that. Screen recording, when in the act of creating, it turns into an asset. You know, it turns into something that is way more valuable than you even know. So whenever you have the opportunity, having a pen and a pad is great, but also screen recording, that's even greater. Okay. Like imagine last night when people were talking to Claude and having those conversations with Claude, getting the affirmations and stuff like that in real time. Yeah. You know, that being screen recorded, that's a moment right there. Because, like I said, documentation is how you're going to measure your growth. Nobody can tell you how far you've come. Documentation, though, will tell you how far you've come. Because when you look back on this, you'll be like, damn, I came a long way. I was low key giddy when the shit was giving me affirmations. Now I'm building whole worlds and whatnot. You'll be like, that's my measurement. So I want to let's see. We'll go to Chrome. I'm gonna share my screen in a minute. And we'll go into Chrome and just move around and do some things. So many things, to do. Um, I'm gonna show y'all some tools, but before I do that, I'm gonna show you the school, okay, which has been growing overnight. Um, that's what's up. It was something. I'm glad one of the students pointed. Well, one of the builders pointed it out, and I was able to fix something. It was like a firewall or a pay gate. I thought it was a free option, and it wasn't. So now we have it open to where people could come through if they want to come on a free tier, and they also have the option to come through on a paid tier, which will give them a lot more perks and a lot more access to what we're building over here. Things like equity and whatnot. Um, okay, let me see. Yeah, let's start it out in there. Let me know if y'all can see the full screen when I'm sharing it. Like from yesterday when I was thinking the whole time it was full and it wasn't. Right? Okay, we got a membership
Can
here.
see it.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna send an invite in case there's somebody in the audience that even sees this or is there right now that hasn't pulled up to the school. Um, yeah, so we joined Instagram All right. I'm going to share that right here. I want y'all to sign up to the IG. You could click on that QR code right there with your phone, your camera, and it will take you to an Instagram page. That Instagram page is going to be our home. We're going to build it up to 1 million followers or 1 million subscribers or 1 million um, chat or supporters. Um, when we start doing these projects and we start to create video and we start to create images, those images and that output based off of your approval and whatnot, you'll get to click red or green, and boom, if you approve of it, it'll be on the page. It'll be a part of the Imaginarium. The Imaginarium is a collective, it's a world. The best nation is the I Imagine Nation. So, this nation that we belong to with the Imaginarium in the fantasy complex industry, there's no, the requirements, to be honest with you, is the assessment. Some of those tests that you take on the way in and whatnot. That is to me some of the best data that I could use because now I have a better idea as to what everybody's skill set is, um, what they're here, what they want to come here to do. Look, 44 views in the last 30 days, so the ancestors are definitely there. Imaginarium 2026 is the page, and yeah, we're gonna be filling that up. Tutorials, uh, videos, short films, music videos, some of the classic songs that we redid as AI, but it'll be AI everything in the quote unquote Imaginarium realm. Okay, it's gonna be a lot. So let's just make sure we pull up to there, run those numbers up, and yeah, okay. Put that up there one more again. Could click on the QR code. It will take you right there. If you don't have Instagram, no pressure. You know what I mean? It's all good. Um, we'll be on many different platforms. This is just the first one that we're building out. This is from popular demand. I got a lot of people hitting me. Yo, where's y'all got the IG? You got Instagram for the Imaginarium? So here we go. For my creatives out there, get busy. You know what I mean? Let's start working. Let's start cooking. Okay, here was the thing. All right. Okay. So that's there. All right, we got the logos up here. I want y'all to tell me which ones y'all think I should go with, logo wise. I already started cooking this up, making videos, making motion graphics out of these images, you know. It's time for a nice commercial. We're gonna cook something up with these images.
I had put a comment on school about the first one. I just said I like that one, but I was
Mhm.
thinking to take out the YouTube show and put Know the Ledge.
Right, put no the legend in. Okay. I like that. I like that. Um, yeah, this one is dope. I animated this. I'm gonna show y'all that in a little while. Already, this is fire. This one is dope too. The artist in me is gonna like. I want to make it super duper refined. The artist in me is cringing right now looking at it. However, you know, um, there's also the part of me that's like, nah, this shit could, people be. This is an entertaining montage of imagery. You know.
Me personally, they all fire, but the first one to me with the eye off to the left is, what I mean, just a little
Right,
bit.
that will stand out, right?
Yeah, they all fire, bro. So it don't even matter.
Yeah, I like the second and third. Still, I want to
All
see what
right,
the
boom.
animations are going to be with second and
So we're
third.
gonna do this. This is gonna be one of our vibe. This is vibe number one of our vibe session. Let's write this down. Now, boom. Here's the breakthrough that I have to share to you. This is one of those formulas. Formula. Ching, 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 ching. The equivalent of hitting the 777 at the casino. Okay. Cheat code unlocked. You take any idea that you have, right? When you're thinking about this AI stuff, and just write it on paper. The way that people write, some people could write as fast as they can think, right? Even if it's your chicken scratch, right? Or when you're watching a YouTube video and the video is hitting and it's giving you ideas, write everything on paper. Then you line those pieces of paper up and you take pictures of those pieces of paper. Then you go to the AI and you upload what you wrote out. And when you upload it, then you prompt the AI, whether it's Gemini, Claude, ChatGPT, Grok, or the open source models. And then you say to it, either do a deep dive on these notes. I need to do further research on these notes. Or you drop one of those, what we call pattern prompts, or, you know what I mean? Or you drop, and you prompt it to extract it or to turn a persona on so it could look at those notes and turn them into something. You could say, turn this into a movie script, turn this into a business plan, turn these notes into a curriculum, turn these notes into a ebook, turn these notes into a recipe, turn these notes into a research paper, a white paper, anything you can think of. So the cheat code is to write it in with your hands first. That's the magic still. You still have to do the ritual. The ritual is to take it from the mind, and the hand is going to, when you write things out, that there's an art to that's actually sigil magic in a sense, because it's like, think calligraphy, think unlocking portals, think move, all of that is happening as you're doing writing, especially when we were doing cursive, calligraphy, Sanskrit, and things of that nature. Then you bring it into the quote unquote digital realm. It's like a skeleton, because you don't want to put ideas straight into the cloud with no skeleton, with no physical proof. You might want to timestamp shit too, if you can, you know? So you could prove that certain ideas were original, because just think about at the rate right now where original ideas are being completely decimated and washed away, you know, like shit that we had in our journals from probably 20 years ago, me and Blue, right? That's what's going on right now in this world. So those journals are worth more than not having them, if you get my drift. You know what I mean? Having this journal is a hedge, you know what I mean? Because it's definitely monetizable. It's tokenized, token. I could tokenize it. It's the equivalent to any journal or any notebook. They're reading Epstein's emails, right? With your timestamp, which tell a story. So look at that on the light side, not the dark side. Look at something like that on the light side, where you could pull emails and be like, look, in 2010, I was going back and forth with the gods about this. What are we talking about? These were ideas that I was sharing with niggas. We got proof. I'm sending emails. Because where we come from, people don't talk like that in their emails. But anyway.
Question on that note. When you use voice recorder, does it have a metadata backup, like a recording, or let's say if you create a document in Word, or is there metadata on that?
Is there metadata on the voice recordings?
Yeah. Like let's say I use my notepad, my note on my phone, and
Yes.
there's
There
metadata.
definitely, yep. There's definitely it's a voice ID tag on
Hmm.
everything.
Hmm.
So it will have the metadata on that.
Okay.
Um, I would back everything up, all of
Hmm.
those recordings. You know,
Hmm.
that is your goal. It's even to the point where you could upload your recordings from your voice notes from whenever. Remember it's
Hmm.
AI. It doesn't
Right.
adhere to, oh, that was from back in the days. No, it's data. It's just information. They don't, you know, they could turn voice notes into worlds. They could turn
Mm.
voice notes into songs. They could turn voice notes into books. They could turn voice notes into more voice. It's just a lot that could be done right now. Let us all go to Meta AI. That's what I'm about to say. Let me show y'all how easy this thing is from a entry level right now. Okay. What is entry level? Entry level in my book is free. Entry level is, do everyone can do it. Cause I'm under the assumption that if everybody don't have it, then definitely everybody will take it for free, will receive something for free. So we have something called Meta AI, which is a free, right? Meta AI is free. It's a free platform from Meta that I'm going to have a long conversation about on my show, Saturday Night Live, coming up after this. Boy, oh boy, the Meta Peter Thiel pipeline has been revealed. And boy, oh boy, the world will never be the same again. Not my world, you know? But Meta AI, right? You could take any video on Meta AI and you could animate it. You could do whatever you want, right? And it does it for free, ladies and gentlemen. It does this for free. So this is the entry level of video generation. This and Sora 2, right? Because all of these are free. You don't have to worry about burning tokens, you know. You don't have to worry about, whatever comes with the stress of not having the bread to work these quote unquote tools. Even with the even with this looking grainy like that, there's tools out there that you could upscale this shit and it will look like a straight video game, right? So even for this is a good asset. This is something that you could utilize. Put this in your portfolio, right? Go here and take pictures. Any pictures, anything that you could think of, you could prompt it, right? Um, and you upload pictures like boom, I'm uploading pictures, right? Here's a picture. Okay. This is a picture from it's either Nano Banana Pro or I generated this picture. Yeah, I generated this with Nano Banana, right? Then I came here and I made the pictures move, right? So I do this enough times, right? And then look, they got this button right here where you could restyle it. You could press something called restyle, and it's gonna restyle it. Now, if we know anything about these tools, they get better over time. So if this is what they're doing right now, then in about from today, I give it about 40 days. The shit is gonna be a behemoth. It's gonna come out and crush things. If I know any better, the next version of it is gonna be a monster. You know, But yeah, this is Meta AI, right? And this is where you take pictures and you animate them, you create motion graphics, when you stitch it together, which I'll show you how to do in CapCut, you have yourself a commercial, some advertisement, some promo, shit. You could cook up on get on Fiverr, Hibachi, right? You could cook up on Upwork, on freelancer.com. You could create a bag, you could get a bag now. You could go to local businesses and whatnot, and you could create some things for them for the free 99. Because all you really got to do is create images in Nano Banana and then bring them over here, animate the 5-second clip, right? Get about 4 of those. That's 20 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds. If that shit go viral, you are nigga rich. What is hibachi? Hibachi is when you cooking up. Hibachi is like when you chefing up on an open stove. That's when you eating. That's hibachi.
Benihana.
Yeah, this is straight like that. Benihana with the egg on top of the hat, with the volcano with the fire coming through it. Hibachi. So yeah, you could cook up. And remember, we're talking about digital assets and the digital economy in this digital world that we're living in. We can't look at things like one output and be like, nah, if I posted it. No, there's some work that you got to do with this. Remember, we talked about it yesterday. There's 4 phases to this. This is just one layer. The next layer is upscaling it, right? Recoloring it, getting the color together, upscaling it to a higher resolution and whatnot. Then the next layer would be sound effects, because as this thing is moving, it is emitting a sound. As this eye is pulsating, it is emitting a feeling and a sound and whatnot. I need to hear the all of that. Then the other layer will be the sound bed or whatever that music is that's gonna accompany all of that. Then you're looking at a finished track. You know what I mean? You have to master it. You got to mix it down. The same thing that you would do with a song, the same thing that you would do with clothes, with a design that you put together. Now, this could be a t-shirt design, and this part right here is part of the commercial that will sell that t-shirt design based off of how I stitch it together. Because it's all in the editing, the whipping of the pot, the hibachi. It's all in how you prepare the meal. You know, the people in Benihana, they bring out eggs, 2 eggs, some white rice at first, scallops and whatnot, onions, 2 slabs of chicken. That's the same thing everybody else starts out with. They're showing you this ain't we ain't coming out with no luxury. We coming out with regular food. But look what look how we about to prepare this shit. Look how we about to cook this up. Look at the stir fry. And then the whole thing is a show. They're the whole thing turns into something. They do something different with the same ingredients that everybody else is starting out with. That's the same thing that you're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about, don't compare yourself to what nobody else is doing. Don't look around. That's not how they cook at Benihana's. They
Yeah,
focus in on the grill in front of them.
we're adding the seasoning.
We adding the seasoning. You know what I'm talking about? Not like Salt Bay, because that's that ain't good for you. We doing Himalaya Salt Bay. Who's gonna prompt that? Himalaya Salt Bay. You know? So yeah, now you could turn some of your graphics into motion graphics, right? This is until you level up. You got to start somewhere, right? This should have hit on Facebook, LinkedIn, places where, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you could you could teach people this in the senior citizen rec center. Pay me in crypto, right? But yeah, I'm turning my stuff into motion graphics. I'm adding the voiceovers from 11 Labs. I'm putting a little bit of music underneath it to make it sound compelling. I'm turning it into a movie. I'm just giving y'all the steps, you know? I'm not going to show you anything that I'm not using, right? That's not how it works. I'm not going to point you to the tools that I haven't picked up. I'm just giving you a little glimpse of the toolbox and the tool shed and the use cases and the possibilities, because you might not hear it in the way that you're hearing it today. So is this something that y'all are excited about, enthusiastic about, to get to
Yes.
uploading
Yes,
pictures,
definitely,
images?
definitely.
Yeah.
Fire.
Crack open some
It
of y'all
definitely pops
folders.
with this.
Huh?
It pops a whole lot better with the graphic. You say what is it?
Look, I
Beautiful.
retextured the picture. Remember I told you? While
Fire.
we were, yeah, I turned it into a cockfight. Right? But look how crazy that is. This is a free tool, y'all.
Yeah, that's fire.
It's from Meta.
I had a logo that I had a globe on or a moon on that I wanted to 360. Now I can just throw it in there and just shit turn the moon around, do a 360 on it and a world. So that's
Okay,
pretty
boom.
fire.
360. That just caught my attention. I'm about to take y'all somewhere and show you something. He said 360. So yeah, that ain't even it right there, but that's a 360. I'm gonna show you real quick with him. I'm gonna turn him into something. Let's go for the night. Let's go for the music.
Mm.
Got him right on restyle. Give him a fur. Give him the chinchilla. So these are all of the styles you could restyle these things into. I don't know why they picked these people, but hey, it is Mark Zuckerberg. I did mention that, didn't I? Okay. So you gotta take this with a grain of salt. However, I'll take it, shit, I'll use it,
Yeah, all day.
you know. He made about 1 trillion off of my data, you know. This a little bit of the reparations package. Shit.
Is that Navardo?
Huh? That's retardo. See how he's spinning around?
Yeah, his head goes 360, but his
He
body's
said,
180.
watch who you talking to. Like, yeah, you got the chinchilla now,
Oh,
huh?
that's me.
He popping out. What we talking about? He said winter storm. He said ice, baby. Now I'm gonna put vanilla ice onto that behind that. Then we got the next one. Oh, they didn't. Okay. Oh, here we go. See that? That was why we were talking. I didn't do anything extra. I didn't cue it up, right? We were just having a convo.
Mhm.
So now you could have your meta window open. You might be having a convo with your shorty. You might be playing Madden and shit. You know what I'm talking about? You might be cooking up on a hibachi grill or the skillet and then prompting, changing original artwork upgrading it, refurbishing it, what they call restyling it. Oh, wait. Yeah. Sad Bunny.
Question: will I be able to put any type of music behind it, or it's just whatever they provide for us within their library?
It says add music right here. Select music to preview.
Okay.
Let me see. Yeah, you'll have to do it to where you download the visuals and then upload it in CapCut, throw your music on it, or if your music is on streaming services, you just
Right.
upload it to a thing and put your music under it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I turned them into marble, as you can see. I turned him into Chinchilla. He was a cholo. He's a warrior. He's a red rooster. Red rooster. Look, got the now you could turn your fly. I'm turning all my flyers. I got classic flyers from Blog Talk era, y'all. I'm turning all my flyers into visuals like this because this turns into a loop. This is a GIF. I could do a whole show, right? And it just be doing that. Instead of just having like a static screen. That's part of my backdrop for my I got my show today about Jason.
Nice.
So now, once again, we are in the business of service, right? If I knew a influencer or somebody who had a lot of shows, I would contact them and say this is what I could do, and I would show them some examples of turning some of their stuff interactive. You don't sell the sauce, you sell the applesauce, right? So yeah, this is a good tool right here. This is a good tool. We'll go through some more tools. Let's go to our good friends over here at Higgsville. Now, when it comes to ease of having everything underneath one roof, they are hands down, the best in the game. They got their shit with them. Higgsville is not the most, you know what I mean? They got their thing, it ain't crazy, but no company is perfect. But this is one of the best places that you could go. You literally could make a movie on Higgsville right now with a budget of maybe 5 bands, my G, and you know what you're doing, you a problem. You a problem. And you could do all of it on Higgsville. You could get lost somewhere, lock in. This shit is really about locking in. This is what it all boils down to. He who can lock in, have Wi-Fi, will travel, nigga. Have Clawbot, will travel. You know what I mean? He or she who locks in for about a year gets very low and just knocks this shit the fuck out the park, bro. You won't have to really worry about nothing for a minute. You could go pull a hammock up to some goddamn mystical island somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And get low and be chilling. Everybody be taken care of. Before niggas is really dumpster diving, with the Antifas.
That's the mission, Brad, man. That's the
I'm
fucking mission.
telling you,
I said,
this
man.
is this. I can't. I got mad courses that we've done. I tell people information is timeless. It's shit that I said 10 years ago
Bro,
that
that's
I'm rewatching and I'm like, damn, I needed that. The information be timeless. So I got bundles and bundles of information that I put together. I did 100 income streams. When I did it, it probably wasn't it wasn't doable to have 100 income streams but I laid it all out. I laid everything out. I laid all of the blueprint out, right? Now, all of that shit is going. It's all a go. So it's like, I even got to go and revisit the gemstones. I ran across a cache of 666 videos last night, just sitting in the server in the cloud. So when I tell people ye are rich, it's the work that you did 20 years ago that's going to put you on right now. Don't let nobody lie to you. They got people thinking that you got to run this race and break your legs and whatnot. And they're not, they're having you, they're taking you away from your data. They're taking you away from your proof of work. They're taking you away from taking your fucking ideas, funding your ideas, giving life to your ideas, creating IP and all type of opportunities out of your ideas. That's what they're blocking. So be very wary of that. But yeah, Higgsville, let me just show you. Cinema Studio 2, right? If there's anybody here that wants to master this whole entire shit and become the Hype Williams of this thing, Cinema Studios 2, right? You'll drop one picture in there and it will give you an entire storyboard. You know what I'm talking about? They'll give you an entire storyboard. I didn't have to tell it to give me all of this stuff. I dropped one picture in that thing, and it gave me a whole entire storyboard. Okay? This is for my Malcolm series. Well, my El Malik Shabazz. Got to be very mindful of the name.
If he had not returned back to the States.
Yes. That's this storyline right here. This is that world. If Malcolm did not go back to America after his trip in Africa, if he stayed in Africa, that's my what if. But instead of what if, because of copyright purposes, it's Imaginarium.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Imaginarium encompasses what ifs.
Okay.
So this is the world that this is his universe. This is his world. I'm giving him his space in the alternative universe, in the multiverse. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt of him still living. I'm giving him the quote unquote room that he needs so his plan can finish. So many people hark on his death. So many people hark on who killed him and all of that. No, bring him back to life.
Right.
Bring him back to life. Finish the work.
Yeah.
You can do it because you can embody him and you could finish the work. You can channel him. That's how this shit works, yo. That's what other people are doing that we don't even need to talk about, right? But we have fuck the opportunity. We got the opportunity, nigga. We got the toolery, nigga. We didn't have the tools. We got the tools. Imagine being at war and you needed some fucking tools, my nigga. And the tools arrive. Now you can fight the war. That's where we're at in this war right now. So this is a 3D render of a picture that I'll be showing you. El Malik and the motherfucking Alhambra. This the shit that causes floods, my niggas. You know what I'm talking about? This the shit that causes floods. Nobody can't tell me that the Third Eye Atlas is not the fucking ancestors, all of them coming back on a goddamn on a ship the size of Manhattan. So it looked crazy right there, but when you see it in 3D, it's gonna be crazy, right? There you go. There you go. Cinematic. What are we talking about? There you go.
Red, what plan should I start off with the Higgsville if I'm just starting off? Should I go with the basic or should I just spend maybe like the $20 for the Or do
Let
they
me
even got
give
that?
you the code that I got in this bitch. Let me give you the code, my G, so you could get the right way. Give me 1 minute.
Take your time.
I started with the. I initially started with the monthly payments, right? And my monthly payments, I think I took the $30 plan. Might have started out with like the $30 plan. I would prefer, I would say that the $50 plan may be the better one because you're gonna want to get busy and you don't want that shit to stop you in the midst of being busy and run out of tokens. You're at the arcade. You know when we go to when we go to Chuck E. Cheese versus when we go to Dave and Buster's,
Yeah.
right? You're at Dave and Buster's right now. The other thing is Chuck E. Cheese. So you just gotta pay that Dave and Buster's card. That shit is $50
Okay. All
on
right.
any given day.
All right. All right.
You're in Dave and Buster's. These video games in here are more upgraded than Chuck E. Cheese. These are for they got the Oculus Rift in Dave and Buster's now, where the whole thing is in instead of 4D, it's 9D. It's interactive. The thing shakes like a roller coaster. So yeah.
Copy.
Let me get you this code. Hold on. And I was sharing with everybody the cling and the sea dance. Those are going that is those are man.
And another good question. Red, if I get that Higgsville, it's gonna come with Cling, correct? It's gonna come with Cling. So
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. I got you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I might as well just
It's
do
come
that
with
one.
cling is all of them is there.
I got you.
Mm-hmm. And Higgsville has upgrade to team plan to collaborate. So you could unlock team tools and shared access for faster, smarter collaboration. Um, Let me take a picture of that. So the opportunity for us to work as a team inside of Higgsville, that's on the table as well. We'll basically be able, we could have a team of 4 or 5 of us working on a specific, let's say that we working on the Malcolm X, the El Malik Shabazz series and whatnot. Boom. We have the team account and then we work in there together. So my dream and my idea is to have Imaginarium turn from a workshop into a workspace, right? Or a worker a maker space and a workspace. Workshops are cool, but workspaces are better. Okay, because in a workspace you could get work done, and you could have a workspace in the cloud. Proximity is not necessarily the quote unquote it's not needed right now. You don't have to be underneath nobody. You could be a recluse by yourself, uh just chilling, you know, and creating and making some bread, and it's all good, you know, and still be getting shit done and not feel bad about it. Or you could be inside of an incubator or an accelerator with about 20 to 30 people, and everybody's building and everybody's making bread, and people are sharing their money making skills with one another. And there's people are working on their health, because it's going to be more like a I would say an incubator or like a boot camp, I would say like a boot camp, okay? But not in a bad way, in a way where some people need that type of discipline in order to show up. just like that. It is what it is. You know, some people need discipline. They need to be held accountable. They need like that managerial structure. And when they have that, yeah, they produce. And then there's some people where you can't leave them, you know, you can't leave them to work because they're gonna just goof around. They're gonna play. They're gonna mess around, waste time. When they think no one is looking, then they just lollygag, do dumb shit. Check it out. So here's the Higgsville. I wanted to just take y'all to the plan. Um, I have the creator annual now. I upgraded from the monthly and I just grabbed it for the year, of course. Um, I run out of tokens and then I just buy credits, you know. But it gives, it
While we're
does.
on the topic of credits and stuff, do you think you could share a little bit more about I mean, because I'm new to this in the sense like I don't even know what tokens are or how they come or where you get them, and the idea of all the platforms, as someone was saying, like Kling comes on Higgsfield. So if we were to think about like what are the essential platforms that we need to get, I mean, we talked about Claude and Mimubot and all the ones, but like if
Hmm.
we can only get like the essential ones and then there's some with fees or monthly
Hmm.
subscriptions, how much do you think first of all we might just be needing to set aside just to get through our projects for Imaginarium, like um for the fees and stuff, because like you said, we have open source ones, but then we're going to want to pay for certain ones too.
I would say a healthy budget to create frictionlessly is 500.
Okay.
The approach that I bring to the AI tools is one of the designer bags. That is my best way for the analogy to break down what it is that we're doing and how we see it from the perspective of designer. Okay. So in the world of designer, we have Coach bag people, we got Gucci bag people, and we have Birkin bag people, right? Or Birkin bag levels, Coach bag levels, Gucci bag levels, Coach bag demographics, Coach bag target audience, Coach bag budgets, right? It's all designer though, right? AI is designer, right? It is not necessarily you do not unlock the luxury of it on a free tier. It looks good, it's still there, right? It does what it needs to do. It'll get you from point A to B the same way that a bag from Goodwill will, or a plastic bag. It'll carry products, it'll carry the items, it'll get it from point A to B. But a Birkin bag, however, not only does it carry these things, but it unlocks doors and it does things. It's a status symbol. It is valuable in and of itself, right? It's a collector's item. Gucci bags are luxury, base model, but still given a lot of respect, the utmost of respect. It's still seen as top tier. Um, when we invest in our AI tools and we put aside 250, and we're talking like SaaS, like subscription services where they may be, you know, one is $20, the other one is $19, the one is $15. There may be a $30 one. All of that adds up to about 200 and something at a monthly subscription fee. Then you have some people that go all the way in and they're throwing 200 a month at one app. Like I'm doing 100 a month with Anthropic, right? Then you got people that's doing 200 a month with OpenAI. So their fee, right, at the end of the month usually is like maybe 5,000, right? The price that somebody would go in the store right now and drop on a Gucci bag, Gucci shoes, or Gucci suit, sweater and pants. You just switch the label, Fendi, Louis, whatever you name. People are literally spending that right now. So if they were to put on that outfit, or if they were to, and then people are buying, in the clubs, they're purchasing bottle sections, right, for 2,500 a pop, up to 5,000, 10,000, even to the point of 100,000 if Chris Brown is in town. So the same amount of money that they put towards that, I would say, when you put that towards the tools, it's not just AI. It's when because that's too broad of a statement. It is world building, business beyond business in a box. The Gucci bag is like business, and no, the free tools are business in a box. When you get to the Birkin bag level, you're talking about AI that could potentially make you billions of dollars, millions of dollars. We're talking about APIs. We're talking about 1,000 agents working with you, things that are customized to you specifically, the same way that a Birkin is. So when you're spending 50,000 on these tools and whatnot, and 50,000 on these workflows, and 50,000 on these agents and whatnot, yes, you're going to be moving the same way that sis is moving with the $50,000 croc bag. So it's levels to this. You decide what level you want to be on. You decide what level you want to play on, because you might not be able to play on that level forever. And when you had the opportunity to play on a Birkin bag level, to whereas you could immediately jump on a level where nobody could fuck with you, you might have missed that shit and try to penny pinch your way to it. And then boom, it's too late. So that's the analogy. What level you want to play on? I want to play on a Birkin bag level. I'm ready to throw 50,000 at this shit, right? Why not? Why not?
Right, and that makes sense. And but in speaking specifically to what we got to do for Imaginarium and the 90 days, just if I had to like streamline, because like, for example, I've been writing down, I went back, I listened to about 90% of the first session class because I missed it.
Yes.
But I listened to that and that was very helpful. And the breakdown, I'm gonna go through it again. But with the checklist, there was things like, Telegram, MemoBot, and then a
You know
lot of
what I'm
other,
gonna do?
yeah.
I will I'm gonna put together a PDF of everything that we all of the tools that we're gonna have in our toolbox for the first 30 days, right? This is gonna be the 30-day tool shed. It's gonna be free. I'm gonna give the free ones. I'm gonna do the open source ones. I'll indicate in the legend what every single one is, and we'll be able to just do, you know what I mean? We'll have like a checklist where we'll check off what we have and what we don't have. And there's also going to be a concerted effort to create a community tool shed, tools that everybody could just come in and use and whatnot. But we have to build up some form of liquidity and whatnot. Let's say that we have an asset that starts generating revenue and funds and whatnot. There could be some type of liquidity, maybe 1% or 2% of that goes into the pool. This pool is now going to fund this quote unquote tool shed. So whenever somebody signs up to the Imaginarium, they automatically got 100 tools at their disposal that they could immediately pick up and start designing and using. And each tool is going to have a how-to video to attach to it, or a how-to explainer, or an AI twin or avatar breaking down how to master that tool in probably 5 minutes and less. You don't have to, these tools, you could break any tool down in 5 minutes or less on how to basically use it to its use cases, how to use it. You're going to learn how to master it. Nobody could tell you how to master it. That's something that you have to decide.
Right. And that PDF is going to be super helpful. Thank you. I also was listening and it said that, I don't know, was something already sent out as far as like the pattern library, or sent any kind of PDF with the prompts or something? I feel like it sounded like some of the students were talking about a PDF they received. So I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything.
The PDF that they received with the prompt.
It was like a
That was
prompt, like a starter pack prompts or something like that.
Yeah, no, that didn't go out yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Great.
that you didn't miss anything. That didn't go out yet.
Okay, perfect.
Yep. So this is another site, ladies and gentlemen, in video. Okay. In video, we brought up somebody brought up the 360 a minute ago. So in video is a great site to create those faceless videos that are like explainer videos. Okay, check this out. I need to put these back out. This is for the history.
Welcome to our journey through history, celebrating the incredible contributions of Black inventors from the 1800s to today. These pioneers reshaped American life and industries with their innovations. Get ready to have your appreciation for human ingenuity expanded. Let's start in the late 18th century with Benjamin Banneker. A self-taught mathematician and astronomer, he crafted America's first entirely wooden clock. Banneker also played a key role in surveying the land that would become Washington, D.C. Talk about shaping a nation. Our next stop is 1821, where we meet Thomas L. Jennings. Jennings wasn't just a tailor, he was a problem solver. He invented a groundbreaking dry cleaning process and became the first Black person in the U.S. to receive a patent. This wasn't just about clean clothes, it was about breaking barriers. Fast forward to 1885, where we encounter Sarah E. Good. Good invented the folding cabinet bed, a game changer for urban dwellers. She became the first Black woman to receive a U.S. patent. Her invention was a testament to her ingenuity. Good defied expectations and illuminated the path for future generations. Chapter 4, Lewis Latimer, illuminating the path to progress. Latimer improved Edison's light bulb by inventing a longer-lasting carbon filament. His innovation brightened our homes and extended our days. Chapter 5, Elijah McCoy, the real McCoy of innovation. McCoy invented a system for automatic lubrication of steam engines, enhancing efficiency and safety. His invention was so impactful that people began asking for the real McCoy. Chapter 6, Granville T. Woods, the unsung...
Remember I was talking about cultural exchange on one of my shows? Now, this is... I would take these videos and get them translated, dubbed over in multiple languages, geo-target and geolocate Black people in Portugal, Black people in Colombia, Black people in different places where they don't know about these things about us. They never heard this shit a day in their life. Okay?
You said geo-target and geolocate?
Geo-target melanated people in South America, Latin America. You could geo-target them with Meta ads. You could geo-target them with Google ads, with TikTok ads. Translate these into Portuguese, translate into this to Colombian Spanish, translate into Patois or whatever they speak, you know, the Jamaican, translate it into French for the Haitians, and then this is what you send to them to teach their children and to show their people. Because there's a renaissance going on around the world right now for Black America. To me, that is an effective cultural exchange. Huh?
Said copy.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna use this now that I damn near, I'm gonna come back and knock out like some more Black history.
Welcome to our journey through history, where we celebrate the groundbreaking achievements of Black inventors from the 1800s to today. Imagine a sky not dotted with just stars, but with brilliant innovations, each one representing the ingenuity of these incredible minds. These pioneers have made significant contributions across various industries, from engineering and medicine to technology and consumer products. Their stories are not just about inventions, they're about overcoming obstacles, defying expectations, and leaving an indelible mark on the world. Picture this, it's 1750.
Remember, the same voice that lied about us could tell the truth about us. The same voice that people around the world are conditioned to trusting and to listening to tell them negative things about us, we now can program to tell the world positive things about us. And then we come and follow up with our story and our voice doing what it is. But this is a system of unlearning and relearning. So to walk back what people have been lied to, you walk it back in the same voice and in the same familiar language that they were put under the spell with. Because sometimes people are trained to turn their ears off when they hear our voice or when they hear us speaking about us. But when others speak about us in favor and just in facts, just in giving the truth, just in giving you fun facts and did you know type shit, it does have an impact. Even with children.
And a young Benjamin Banneker, a self-taught mathematician and astronomer, is captivating his community by building a clock entirely out of wood. Yes, you heard that right, wood. This clock, a marvel of engineering for its time, kept accurate time for decades. But Banneker's genius didn't stop there. He went on to publish almanacs, predict solar eclipses, and even played a crucial role in surveying the land that would become our nation's capital.
Come on, man. And this DeSantis dude is trying to stop children from learning about us. They're calling this shit woke. Whatever happened, remember they had that argument? Whatever happened to that? People don't woke up to Jeff Epstein.
Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the remarkable contributions of Black in society. Get ready to be possible by innovators like
This is one of the projects I'm going to be I'm going to take this to 11 Labs. We're going to be turning all of this into different languages. We're going to do we're going to do more of these vignettes right here. I'm going to flood social media.
Enjoyed learning about these incredible
videos.
Frederick McKinley Jones, born in
Okay. And I encourage y'all to get on one of the teams. We'll build teams out for things like this. So there'll be 4 or 5 of us doing drills and shit, knocking things down. Okay. But check this out. Check this out. So in video has it to where you could really just upload content and you could create content. This is mostly for social. If you got products, right? They got a 360 product video right here. Boom. Let me upload something. A 360 studio video, click generate. While we wait for that. . Uploaded the PDF of yesterday's class, ladies and gentlemen. That is for everybody in attendance. It's in the chat right now. I uploaded the PDF of session number 2 for Imaginarium, and you could go ahead and download that, put that in your folder, go over it. You know what I'm saying? That's yours for studying. That's yours for your records.
Red, would you post that in Imaginarium? I'm looking from my phone at my son's track practice.
Okay. Post it in the school.
Yes, thank you.
All right. I got you. Yep. And I would love to see when y'all get busy with Meta today, post some of that in Imaginarium in the bulletin, on the bulletin board. I want to see I want to see the your outputs.
I do have a question on the MemoBot. I had an issue. I was trying to do it last night, but it wants you to do the Claude API key at the same time.
Yes.
So, and then went through their instructions, but the screen is completely different. And then I didn't know how to find the Claude API key, so that's where I got off at.
Okay, you got stuck looking for the Claude API
Yeah,
key?
yes. It said to do Claude console or something like
Claude
that.
console, right? Yeah.
Okay.
I can help you with that. I'll be able to
Okay.
help you with that. Yeah.
Okay.
No problem. I'm gonna
And
give it about
also,
5. Huh?
I was also having similar to hers. I was able to get the Claw API key in, but I think it asked for the Mimu API as well. Or am I confused on that?
Yeah, it's asking for the Telegram token. So
Yeah,
you have to go on the Telegram and go to bot father,
but
and he's gonna give you, you gotta set up a bot through Telegram, and then it'll give you the token.
I think I set up the bot father. I'm gonna have to just go back and I'm gonna just redo it again and see where I got stuck at. I'll check it out in a little bit. Thank you.
But while we're here, it would be great if we could just review that part real quick about the tokens, Telegram, Claude, and MemoBot.
Yes.
Because it sounds like I didn't realize Telegram was a part of the equation to get Claude and MemoBot to talk together, and I guess that's where the token comes in. But that's why I'm really confused. I'm sorry.
Where are you stuck at?
I'm stuck because I'm not sure. So where do I begin the process? If I want to get MemoBot and Claude to talk together, I got to go to Telegram first. Is that where I start?
Yes. You go to the
Okay.
bot father, and then he'll be able to give you a token.
Okay.
But Telegram is a part of the equation.
And the token is something I should be prepared to pay for.
No, it's free. Did you you downloaded Memu? Because you have to download the MemoBot application, and then once you open it up, then click on Telegram through there.
Oh, okay, you can access Telegram through MemoBot.
Yes.
Okay, great.
So there goes a 360 video of a hoodie. For any of my clothing designers in the building, you now can upload images of your mock-ups. So boom, this is how simple it has become. You in the house, you chilling, like I said, you in the backyard, you grounding, you walking in nature, you on a trail, you're by the waterfall, you're at the beach. Ideas are coming to you. Oh man, that's crazy. I'm meditating. I'm in the sun. I'm eating these fruits, and I'm just getting these downloads. You write them down in a journal. You journal them, or you voice note them. You get back in front. You get in front of the computer. You might go to a Chat GPT, or you might go to a Nana Banana, right? Or in the near future, when you come to Imaginarium app, you'll have access to everything right there, right? And you take your idea and you write out a prompt. Hey, I had an idea about a design where there was a clown and, he was basically at the circus, and that circus was the White House, right? I want you to create that design for me. Give me 4 variations of that. Let me pick the best one. Boom. You pick one out. You go to Shopify. No, you pick you pick a design out. Then you go to placeit.com, or no, you could even say, I'm going to create a design. Then you could go to ChatGPT again or Nano Banana and say, put it on a Gildan hoodie, put it on a red Gildan hoodie, put it on a sweater, put it on a jacket, a leather jacket, make it embroidery, whatever you could think of. Then you create a mock-up of it, like you see right here. Then you put it on Shopify, or you put it on IG, or you create a commercial for it or whatnot. You put it on any one of the social media networks, put some music behind it. Boom. Now you've monetized an idea. You monetize an idea. You might jump on some shit right away that happens and create the visuals for it or the graphics for it. Something is going viral. Something is taking off. Like how people could sit and play slots all day, or cards all day, or scratch offs all day. Well, you could sit and come up with ideas, and you could, that's your dice roll. That's your slot machine. That's your throwing something at the wall to see if it will stick. Because there's artists out there that was doing that for a living. So just one of the ideas. But check this out. This is some 360 work that I was doing with them last night. Okay. And another thing that it does, I dropped a script in here.
Summary AI's impact on real-world assets. Red welcomed participants to the second session of the Imaginarium 90-day workshop, emphasizing the importance of technology and AI in creating real-world assets and digital stories. He discussed the advancements in AI, including OpenAI's Codex, Claude, Opus 4.6, and Clorbot, as well as the upcoming release of Dance 2.0, which Red believes will have a significant impact on the U.S. market. Red also highlighted the potential of AI to create positive narratives and break mental chains, referencing historical and contemporary figures like Napoleon Hill and Bruce Lipton. The session concluded with Red announcing plans to review Class 1 and introduce participants to the school's prompt packs and resources. Imaginarium School Automation Setup. Red discussed the setup and access to the Imaginarium School, emphasizing a 7-day plan for tasks and the integration of tools like Mimubot and Claude for automation and productivity. He explained the mission objectives, including establishing a daily rhythm with Mimubot and refining prompts with Claude, and encouraged participants to document their work for tracking progress. Lee and others raised technical issues with screen visibility, which were resolved by closing the chat window to maximize the screen size. Red confirmed that Mimubot is a web-based tool and clarified its installation process. The session concluded with plans for future missions and a call for questions. AI Workshop, Week 1, Review. The meeting focused on reviewing the first week's missions for a 90-day AI workshop. Red outlined 7 missions that covered building pattern libraries, automating tasks with Mimubot and Claude, collaborating using Claude Cowork, and creating functional code. He emphasized the importance of mastering patterns and frameworks rather than focusing solely on tools, which are constantly evolving. Red also discussed the potential impact of AI on job automation and encouraged frugal spending, noting that responsible investment could help reverse centuries of economic setbacks. The session concluded with a brief overview of the next week's objectives, including building a compound project, using a full stack of tools, and preparing for team projects. Afrofuturist AI Manifestation Manual. Red introduced a new 90-day course called the Afrofuturist AI Manifestation Manual, which combines ancient wisdom with cutting-edge technology for identity transformation and spiritual manifestation. The manual, which will be available in various formats including PDF and potentially as an audio and mobile app, outlines 4 pillars of wealth generation: tenant identity programming, agentic wealth assistance, environmental coding, and compound belief acceleration. Red encouraged participants to download the manual during the session, as it would be removed from the screen afterward, and confirmed it would be uploaded to the Imaginarium and KTL University platforms for later access. AI tools, integration, and productivity. The group discussed setting up and using AI tools like Claude, ChatGPT, and Gemini. Red explained how Claude and ChatGPT can work together, with Claude being more enterprise-focused and preferred for deep thinking. Mize inquired about integrating custom GPT models with Claude, and Red confirmed this was possible. The conversation also covered the benefits of using AI tools for productivity and creativity, with Red emphasizing the importance of mastering these tools through patterns, frameworks, and workflows. The group was encouraged to share their wins in Discord and to approach AI as a team.
So that's just a little briefer. I took the feedback that I got from Zoom. Every time I do a Zoom, the AI transcribes and it gives me like a breakdown. After the show, after my Zooms are over, I get an email and it will give me a breakdown of everything that I did, from the summary to the overview. So I basically just took that and I fed it into open. Yeah, pardon me. So I fed the I fed the text and it just gave me this output. Now I could tweak this, of course. I could add my own images and do what I need to do. But you just see the what this can do. I could create I could target audiences um with this short, like a commercial. You know what I mean? This is almost, I could tweak it like a commercial. This is good advertisement. It's breaking down what I'm out here doing. It's breaking down what the classes are about. You know, yeah. Trying to get this to play. I don't know why it's. Oh, there you go. So this does the 360 video, right? And it also does bullet time. So in video, right? Imagine when you throw the, you know what I mean? It does all of that. This is a drone, right? You get a drone, okay? So once again, when stitched together the right way, it has its impact. These are pictures, and I'm turning these pictures into 360 videos. I'm not even doing much. I'm just pressing a button. You know? That's in video for you. So I know, I'm a good editor, so I know what to do with this stuff. This is more for the teaser, for the trailer, to get people hyped. Um, but yeah, you get the picture. The 360, the bullet time. Yeah, that shit look tough. You couldn't just do that with a press of a button before.
Yeah, that's a real good one right there.
The way that looked, right? That was kind of gangster. He with the gorillas. Oh, gorilla, what the fuck you do? What you wanna do? Wanna go, nigga? See, I have a teaser. They call that a teaser. You just give somebody 5 seconds of that, they get hyped with the right sound, with the right music in the background, viral.
Do you have something like they give like tips on stuff like that on editing?
Do I this is not editing.
I mean, how to make videos like that, as far as like timing and stuff like that when doing videos. Just
I'm gonna
like some
show you. All
pointers.
right, boo. I'm gonna show you how I made that video real right now. You want to see it?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Nothing like doing it in real time. So the plugins, I go down to, because when it's a plugin, it's just it's one of a button. All right. I'm looking for bullet time. Mhm. You know what? I'm gonna go quantum leap. I upload an image. All right. It says a God of Thunder effect transforming my image. I click the button. It says generate, and I just watch the numbers go. Let's let it run up. See how that works? With
Yes.
the push of a button. Then I can upscale it. But yeah, you just click on bullet effect.
Red, your volume is very low right now.
Can you hear me better?
Yes.
All right. So let me see. Attach the prompt. Upscale. Bullet time. Let's take that. I'm gonna just show you how to take up. So these prompts here, they work with these they work with the agent, whatever this agent is working. It's bullet time. Upload a picture. All right. Click on generate, and we're gonna see the bullet time happen in real time. And this is literally how easy it has become. To whereas before you had to get a prompt, the prompt had to be, you had to figure out the prompt. But what they did is they took those prompts and then they made those prompts presets. So now all you have to do is click on that button and that prompt has become like a pattern. It's a master prompt. You see how that works? See what they're doing? So instead of you writing out the prompt, all you gotta do is press a button and it's already written out. It's gonna do it for you automatically. All you gotta do is upload your picture or something and it will personalize it with your picture. But it has already baked into it to always make a bullet time video. It has a mega prompt turned into a actual output, or what you see right here. That's the key. That's how people are literally tapping into some money right now. So you see how we made it 360. Now any picture that you have inside of your portfolio, whether it's a photograph or an AI picture, and you wanted to give it that little bullet time effect, that spin around, well, there you have it. Use that. I would. Let me upscale this thing. Upscale the video. Everybody all right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, all right. I upscaled this one right here. Let's see how this looks. I clicked on the upscale. Okay, a little better, right?
Can't see the screen.
Oh, you can't see it. Let me see. Can you see this screen right here where it says Malcolm X?
No. Oh, it's small.
Let me reshare it. Content only. Do you see it? Is it big?
Yeah.
Huh?
It has the things itemized. It says
It's itemized. What the
Oh, I don't know. It's
small.
small images, yeah. The image of Malcolm, image view, and then
Okay. Yeah, I didn't click on the bigger. I didn't blow the pictures up,
I see.
but yeah, I do see the screen though, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now you see it big. It's big.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So you Malcolm in dark, right? Yeah, he goes dark on us. To upscale this video, but it's giving me down. I'm gonna let this upscale real quick, then we're gonna go into another tool.
You know what would be kind of cool, Red, is to have like a almost like a what do they call a doppelganger of Malcolm or Shabazz and Denzel that played him in Malcolm X
Yeah.
next to each other,
Say less.
like twins.
Yep. Say less. I actually have. I got one of the I'm gonna show you in a minute. I got Denzel Malcolm X taking a picture with him. I even wanted the Malcolm X from the whatchamacallit, the Godfather of Harlem.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. that was upscale right there. You know, it made it a little more photorealistic, cleaned it up a little more. The other one was more 720 right here. You see it? See the difference? This is cloud. The image is not that clear. Then when you upscale it, it gives it a more clarity.
So the resolution's better. The resolution is better.
The resolution is better. And I didn't even bring it in DaVinci Resolve. I didn't tweak the color. I didn't put no layers or anything on it. So, you know, just showing you the power of the upscaler, which is something that we should all have in our tool belts, because the output of the AI or the output is kind of dusty. You have to polish your gemstones. Okay? You got to polish your gemstones. So yeah, that'll be that for in video. Here's some in video videos, right? One of the things I like is you could edit it to your, you can copy the prompt, you can edit it to your liking. You can tweak it. Okay? But these are just showing you, these are templates. In the silent blue, the ghost pool. You can make yourself that James Bond. Here's a nursery rhyme. You could tweak it.
Where the waves kiss the shore, adventure calls. I wander alone, but I'm brave and small. Cluck, cluck, silly friend, here we go again. Who are you, my silly friend? Lost but never truly alone. With a silly friend I found.
You're looking at 300 million years of survival. Outlived the dinosaurs, outlasted the Ice Age. Then this Orkin Pro comes along. Like some people just don't appreciate history. Orkin, the best in pests. You're looking at 300 million years.
So for the people who couldn't afford advertisement budgets to sell their stuff, well now
another bedtime battle. The tears, the tantrums, the endless, just 5 more minutes. What if there was a way to make bedtime the highlight of their day? Meet the Vansmago 360 degrees star projector. One click transforms any room into a planetarium. Watch their eyes light up as galaxies swirl across the ceiling. 12 different cosmic scenes. 360-degree rotation brings the universe to life. The gentle timer lets...
Copy that prompt and tweak it to your liking, right? They dropped a product link. They dropped a product link from Amazon into the prompt, and it gave them that. So if you're a drop shipper, if you have an affiliate link for certain products and whatnot, you should be creating as much ad as possible so you could sell whatever these products are while you sleep. This AI thing is very lucrative for anybody that's doing business, anybody that sell something, anybody, that's the people that really should be excited. Business.
Ever wonder what curiosity tastes like? Take one lick and you're inside the world of...
Later. But yeah, this is an upgrade in marketing. This is an upgrade in advertisement.
Every terrain bends to one rhythm. The G-Class dominates the mountain roads, taking on every curve, every climb without hesitation. Desert sands part before German engineering, leaving trails of conquered earth. Through neon-soaked streets, rain becomes symphony. Each drop a note in the G-class orchestra. Jungle rivers bow to unstoppable force, mud and water mere instruments in this mechanical masterpiece. This is the G-class, where power meets precision, where every journey becomes legend.
So these are just examples. Like I said, if you want to start out somewhere, why not start out using other people's prompts, right? Okay. It's here for you. So just learn by reusing the prompts and tweaking them to your likeness. Okay. Learning how it works. And then from there, you'll start creating your own prompts. You'll create your own prompt library, and boom, sky's the limit. Okay? Sky's the limit. I'm going to take you over here to Higgsville real quick because I want to show you this. These are some of the shorts that people are making so you know what this looks like. Okay? So we know what these creators are doing. Okay?
Are these the verticals you talked about in the last class?
The verticals? The vertical soaps?
Yes.
No, actually what this is is that Higgsville put out a $50,000 action contest. They put out a bag, right? And they told all of their creators, yo, get to creating. All right? So people started creating. And this is ultimately our vision, ladies and gentlemen. Not to we had this written down on paper years ago, but we want to incentivize our audience, right? We'll do it through many means of fundraising, and we're gonna offer a bag as well. You know what I mean? Because look at what they're doing. Check this out. And then people get to vote. Which
I'm up. I'm up.
Oh, you married us, John!
Do you have any idea what you just did?
Meow.
They called him the Baba Manyauga. A cat you send to hunt monsters. And now, he's awake. It's just a cat. That cat is John Whisk.
Where are you?
John Whisk!
John Whisk, my niggas. John Whisk. Right? So, as you can see, Higgsville, right? And then they let you clone certain projects. This one, they're not. But you can make your own action scene. This one was deep.
You can wash it. Doesn't matter. Still stinks. animals. You don't fix them. You get rid of them.
What's doing? See? What did it tell you? He'll be dead before the rats.
Finish it! One! Two! Three! Four! Five! I've never seen anything shine so quiet. You belong by my side, always. My treasure. 5! You shaved 5 damn seconds! That's it fucking hell! Run! Run! I once rode into a town where the sun didn't care to stay. But the moment the moon rose, something truly strange happened. Dusty! Go!
Hey!
Drifter trash! Fuck you!
Strangest face I saw. Was that saved by your side?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Careful, my friend. He ain't no slave. He's Genghis Khan blood. No, 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 no! Abigail! Something's wrong. This isn't a hurricane. It's a shadow.
So you see how people are taking narratives and creating these trailers. These trailers have surpassed the video game CGI type of things. It's way past that. These are cinematic trailers, ladies and gentlemen. Shit, check this shit out. This one is crazy. We'll be doing stuff like this by the time the 90 days is up. Trust. It was Higgsville Cinema Studio, Nano Banana Pro, right? And on video, Higgsville Cinema Studio, Kling 2.6. So they didn't even have Cinema Studio 2 because it just came out. They had Cinema Studio 1 and Kling 2.6. They didn't have 3.0, they had 2.6. Sound, Suno and Envato, Edit, DaVinci Resolve. Okay. Take a screenshot. This is the tool stack. This is the tech stack that they use to put this together, right? So we're going to visit those tools and the upgraded versions of those tools in the very near future. As you can see, they're telling the stories through moving pictures. They're telling the story through storyboards, right? They're telling the stories through storyboarding. You don't have to have audio. You don't have to have dialogue. It's going. It's already. You know what I mean? It's one of those Black Mirror type of. You know what I mean? We have a lot of these type of vignettes. You know, this is time for the screenwriters to activate. I was just reading an interesting article about how screenwriters go to Hollywood and they get so burnt by Hollywood, they start creating satanic cults, right? This is what the majority of the people who are in South California who created cults, they started out as screenwriters in Hollywood, right? But screenwriters in Hollywood never get the respect that they're due. Screenwriters in Hollywood, they get their projects bought out by the studios, and then the studios eviscerate their writings. They destroy their image. They trample all over their original concepts and their creative control because they buy out their souls, they buy out their IP, and then they trample it and they break it. This is something they've been doing since the beginning of Empire of Their Own, the beginning of Hollywood. Those you know who, right? They have always desecrated people's IP and their original thought. Fast forward to where we're at now, I'm calling out for the screenwriters. I'm going to do a master class for the screenwriters coming up very soon. I'm going to do a free master class, and it's going to be aimed at the screenwriters and a few other people in that profession because they are some of the most important people right now that we can put on our team to make our win happen quicker.
Our world was built on breath, not steel. For eons, we walked beside the ancients.
I feel that every single one of our master teachers that are alive, because there's so many that are not, the living ones, they have some of the most vast imaginations on this planet. They are living, walking libraries. And some of them even are artists. They were trained with art from a very young age, masterful artists. Okay. But it's not just the hand, it's the mind, the gold mine, the diamond mine, the mind, right? When you mine your mind, when you're able to mine and get inside of that mind, then you're going to see where the real wealth is. Then you're going to see where the real riches are. Then you're going to uncover shit that you buried up, all of those buried pearls in the mud. Those people should be getting interviewed and their imaginations should be mined. The Kaba Khomeinis, the Dr. B. Siriuses, right? The Rod Hayes, the ones with the imaginations, the ones that are drawing outside the line, of course, the originals, the Bobbies, the Phils, and the Delberts. Okay? And that is what we interpret. That is our source material. That is what we create these patterns and prompts from. That type of work right there. You feel me? Even if it's not updated, it's already there. It's already in the ethers. It's already been extracted. They extracted it from their minds, because the mind is the true mind right now. That's the real mind. The reason why they don't give us any time is because they do not want you to mine your mind. 2020, when everybody was able to sit down for a minute, they started mining their own minds, mining their own business, right? Getting into themselves by going into themselves. And that's when wealth started extracting. That's when shit started running up. And then Jeffrey Epstein and the rest of them manipulated the markets to knock people down. You know, as so many things are being revealed in this apocalypse, this revealing, you know, the manipulation of multiple markets. So let me continue with this.
Not as masters, but as kin.
With a trailer, you could sell tickets to the tune of millions of dollars just with a trailer. With a trailer, you could get funding from investors. I don't care. You don't have to go to the banks for investment no more. This nigga's from the Bronx sitting on 30 Bitcoins and all type of stuff. There's people sitting on real investment money. There's sovereign wealth funds. There's all type of shit out there. With a trailer is almost like a white paper. You understand? They put trailers out to raise money. Trailers are like fucking Kickstarters. So you master the trailer, you could run up a bag. You master the trailer, you could sell your own idea, your own screenwriting, your own IP before the shit even hit the screen. You already got yourself some pre-sales, and you know that your product is hitting and whatnot, because the motherfucker, when you put the sample out there, they're gonna respond.
For eons, we walked beside the ancients, not as masters, but as kin. But some secrets are heavier than life itself. We guard a light yet unborn, one whose first cry will rewrite the stars. In a forgotten age, an unborn destiny holds the power to reshape the world. Accept your destiny and be.
See? So people are out here cooking. You know what I'm talking about? People are out here cooking. And that definitely is going to be us very soon. I'm just giving you a glimpse of what they out there doing um, for some inspirational purposes. Okay? But you could do all of that and then some. So Cinema Studio 2, we're gonna have a whole vibe thing where we're gonna learn this. We're gonna walk through Cinema Studio 2.0, right? We're also gonna go through Vibe Motion. Vibe Motion is where we can make presentations, text animations, kinetic motion graphics, right? This is something that's cool. Okay. Cinema Studio 2, Cling. Seed Dance is on the way. It's not here yet. By next show, we'll be doing Seed Dance. That's a fact. Mixed media. You could do mixed media. You could make some dope graphics. If you have music videos, you could remix them, do 10-second, 15-second, that 30-second, social media clips, social, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. You know? That's a regular video, and then they just put a filter on it. It makes it look like a comic, right? You could do that with your stuff. You could do stuff like that. You could do all of this artistic stuff. Put together installation in your city and your town and whatnot. This is for outside, ladies and gentlemen. Let me remind you, all of this stuff that I'm showing you, it looks great on big fucking screen TVs. It's not for the phone. It's for theaters. It's for screens. It's for projectors. It's for home theaters. It's for not second screen. Not to take away from the phone, of course. Shoot, you go viral on the phone, right? Let me reiterate. You go viral on the phone, but we want to also off-world this onto big screens because we have big stories and we need to fill up big rooms and we need to show it on big screens. That's when it really hits. Okay, that's when it really hits. So that is the goal, and I'm going to show you how we're going to get the gold in 90 days as we walk through this thing, and we very patient, step by step, pace ourselves. We're doing great, right? Go here a little ahead of time. Okay, this is ByteDance. ByteDance are the good people that brought you TikTok, right? So these companies are doubling. These companies are doubling up, right? As tech companies as well, right? Well, TikTok was always high level tech. I mean, it was an algorithm. It was always high level tech. It's just a lot of people didn't understand what TikTok was. And ByteDance, the TikTok algorithm, that's what people don't talk about a lot. The TikTok algorithm was far superior than what the CIA led, face Metas and all of these other people. They panicked, and now you see TikTok is dead. Seed Dance 2 has not been released yet. It's the best model on the market, right? But in the meantime, between time, you have these models. Okay. So we don't throw away the baby with the bathwater. We could go and try out the other Seed Dance models while we wait for 2.0 to drop. Okay. Because these are still powerful models that do powerful work. Right. You're going to have a translator on your thing because it's going to go into into their native tongue, Chinese. That's the go-to. Okay.
Quick question, Red. Does this seed bite dance have like a shop portion like TikTok and others?
Like TikTok Shop,
Yeah.
uh, they might. They got a lot going on with their things. Um, I do believe that ByteDance is affiliated with one of their shopping apps. I know that Alibaba has their own thing going on, and they're the shopping app. Alibaba has a whole movement. Um, what is it? Quinn. I'll show you what Quinn is right now. Alibaba is Quinn. So I would highly suggest that folks study the Chinese models along with the American models. Um, the Chinese models, they help with um, income streams because they have other use cases as well. You know what I mean? The more use cases is the more opportunities we have to touch income. Okay. And these Chinese apps, they also have avenues to whereas you could get lucky and tap into their market or tap into other global markets and just eat through many, you eating out of multiple pots. We global and art is universal and our culture is universal. So they this is WAN, right? This is a part of the Chinese ecosystem of their apps and whatnot. Their power is that they have something where they could clone. They do good on the clone, on the avatars. Let me see. Unlocking the capabilities.
Do you need to use a VPN to access some of these foreign?
Yeah, some of them I would say. Definitely, maybe ByteDance. You might have to have a VPN activated. You could use the prompts. You could use the prompts and tweak it. Make it an avatar. Speech to video. Okay, let's see.
She had to learn to keep his temper under control before she could become a teacher.
Back to that as we generate. How many people know about Clawbot? Are you familiar with
I
Clawbot?
don't.
Okay.
I know it's not Claude, but
Yeah, you know that it's not Claude. We'll get to Clawbot. They're very. That's a whole entire thing. I don't even want to scratch the surface of that right now if I'm not going to do a deep dive because it deserves a lot of time and attention.
Can I look into it? What's how you spell it?
Yeah, Claw, CLAW, bot, BOT, or Open Claw is a new name for it. Open Claw. Just look it up and go down that rabbit hole. So Minimax is a tool that I want everybody to definitely grab. Um, if I'm correct, Minimax is free. It does have I believe. Let me see. It says upgrade now. Okay, it has a paid tier. You could start out free though, right? And you get 1,000 free credits. Then it goes up to $20, all the way up to 130 for the ultra, right? Minimax is a beast in terms of what it can do. Let me show you. Let's look at some of the use cases. All right. Minimax has built-in experts. Okay. These are agents that are pre-programmed, right? To basically be one button solutions. No code, right? No programming, no prompting. You don't have to do any of that. We're in the age and the era of the agents. The AI agents are taking over. So all you gotta have is an idea. That's why I said earlier, one of your biggest flexes is to write things on a piece of paper or capture your voice notes. Just start there, right? And then you could flesh it out later on. But once you capture it, it's like capturing a fish. Yeah, you could fry it up and eat it later, but first you got to capture it. If you didn't capture it, then it's not yours. It's a lot of people that saw a big fish in the ocean, but did they capture it though? So your ideas are the same thing. These are the air fryers that fry them up and make them a meal, make them a plate, make it hibachi. They turn it into a product, which is a plate, which is a meal, which is something that will nourish you and you could eat from. So, boom, the first one, landing page builder, a professional high end landing page generation assistant. What is it capabilities? It generates landing pages. So, this is a generator, right? Professional high-end landing page generation tool creating visually stunning, well-designed web pages. And click on it. Okay. Just so we don't say that this thing is rigged, is there anybody in the audience that has an idea for a basic landing page? We're not going to go super duper intricate with it right now. Does anybody have an idea for a landing page?
Selling wine.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Selling some wine.
Selling some wine. Okay. Selling wine. Vintage. What's the kind of wine?
Homemade wine, fruit wines.
Oh, beautiful. Homemade fruit wines. What else?
with an urban flair.
All right. Urban flair. Okay. Are we gonna monetize it on the landing? Are we selling? Are we upselling it? Is it a click funnel? Anything like that we should know?
Yes, we could do that.
Okay. Click funnel.
Have an add-on like mango cheese, cranberry, crimson cheeses.
Okay.
Now, this is not moonshine, it's strictly wine, right?
There's not moonshine, it's strictly wine. You said add-on options like cream cheese?
No, like mango, like exotic cheeses, like mango cheese, like mango cheddar cheese, cranberry cheese, some things like out of the ordinary as a pairing.
Right. Go on the side, it's showing you its thought process. It's giving you a breakdown on how it thinks, how it reasons, the steps that it's taken to build for you. So this is something that the unlearned can learn from by simply watching it. Okay? Simply watching it. It's generating images of the product based off of the prompt that we put. So it's creating mango fruit wine bottles, peach fruit wine, gourmet mango cheddar cheese wedge with a board of crackers, premium food photography. Okay? This is what they call vibe coding. But like I said the other day, over the past 30 days, the AI they've committed a quantum leap. I would say since the beginning of 2026, to keep it fair, there's been a quantum leap, and the AI has jumped in terms of its capabilities, and we're in the era or the age of agents. Think Agent Smith before he started looking angry. That's where it's at. These agents are building out websites, tools, apps, mobile apps, landing pages, funnels, workflows, automations, you name it. You literally could put this thing, you know, you could put these ideas into the compute, into the AI, or into the void, and go do some other things, like go stretch, do some jumping jacks, go to the gym, go gardening, whatever you got to do, come back and boom, it'll be sitting there waiting for you. So whereas you may get into a healthy habit of making one asset a day. Today I'm gonna make a landing page for my book. Yeah. I think it's Saturday. I'm gonna challenge myself and make a website today. Well, it's Friday. That's my best day. I'm gonna go ahead and make a tool today. I'm gonna make a tool. I'm gonna monetize. By the time that the day is over, it will be in a store somewhere. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna plot it out. Give myself some time to create error margins of error. Gonna give myself some break time, but throughout the 8 hours or 10 hours, yeah, I'm gonna build something that literally might be able to last a lifetime. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, that's where we at. Then there might be a thirsty one out there, and he's gonna do this shit every day. There's no days off. Then he gets so nice to there's days where he's making 4 websites and 3 tools and 5 apps. It's just gonna turn into that. But like I said before, when you get on the train before it leaves the station, you get to see the whole scenic route. You enjoy the ride rather than the people that got to chase the train down and try to catch up to it at the next station. Yeah, there's a lot of people that's going to be doing that. They're already doing it now. Well, it's building it out. And, we're going to move around and come right back to it.
Now, would this be an example where you can use that Mimo to work with this?
Yes. Mimo could connect with that and work together. I'm going to take y'all to Midjourney. I know we've come over here before, but for people who might just be getting in here, this, ladies and gentlemen, would be the premier image creation site over any other site. This is the number one image generating site. Okay. Nano Banana and other ones do good, but this is the top of the tier. In my humble opinion, this is the one of the premier quote unquote apps. Midjourney. Free and also starts at $10 in the paid tier. And it goes up. They're about to upgrade to Midjourney 8, which is going to be another leap, I'm sure. But as it stands right now, this is a problem. I will be uploading a Midjourney prompt guide and how to use Midjourney to school today. So y'all are going to have access to that. So you could read it, or you could make the AI read it for you, or you could create a gem, a skill MD, a Claude skill of the whole guide. Because that's where we take PDFs now. We take PDFs and we turn them into agents. We take PDFs and we turn them into tools. We take PDFs and we turn them into skills. We take PDFs and we turn them into MCPs, so they could work automatically for us, automated. But yes, this Midjourney right here, when you master this, you are going to Thank me later. This is definitely for the children. If I was a homeschooler, 1 hour art class is Midjourney. Homeschoolers, art class is Midjourney. 30 minutes, hour for extra credit. If the child excels like that, then make it an hour. But mandatory 30 minutes for the homeschoolers on Midjourney. And I provide the documents. I provide the curriculum if you need me to. You know, I wrote a book, AI for Star Seeds, and the new one is on the way. By the way, I'm letting the cat out the bag. But I
Yep,
did write a book.
I got that one.
Yeah, talk about it, please, so I don't
Well,
have to self-aggrandize myself.
yeah, it's very, very informative. I gave it to my son. I don't think he finished reading it because it was a couple years ago, but he really liked it. So he's starting to get into AI, but you know how those teenagers are. But it's very informative, step by step. Like it's a
Very.
good beginner because it's even good for us to even go back and look at some things to kind of get comfortable with it.
Where can we purchase this publication?
It's on Gumroad. I'll be able to drop the link in for where over with, and I'm gonna give you a discount code as well.
Sounds good. Thank you.
For AI for Star Seeds, yeah, it's definitely the follow up is crazy, but the initial one is just is yeah. It's time. It's definitely time. Look at this. This is, and then what it does also, as you see, the pictures are moving. So you could definitely, like I did with this, this one push of a button and it will move. You don't have to do all of that fancy dancy stuff. You press one button. Like, look, I'm gonna press this and then I'm gonna put loop. I'm gonna make it loop. Right? And loops are good. You could put a loop on your Instagram page, one loop a day with some music behind it, especially if it's some powerful visuals, right? Just make a loop, put some music to it, and then that'll garner, that'll garner views. If your page is monetized, that'll garner a bag, a check. Okay. That shit adds up, right? You go on places like Yap It, you could sell a loop. You could sell it for 99 cents. You can monetize it. You don't have to sit around and wait for a Facebook check. There's like 30 ways that you could get paid off for one piece of content. We covered that years ago. We'll have all of these things available. I suggest that y'all use the opportunity for being grandfathered in to the school to go and watch those courses because they're not always going to be open. So take advantage of that window because them courses got mad jewels in them, heavy jewels, heavy jewelry. So here we go. That's a loop. It just keeps looping. Let's say you're doing like a voiceover video where you're not showing your face, it's just narration. You put loops together and then they just loop like DJ Academics used to do. You know what I'm saying? It'll just loop while you're talking, while you're having conversation and you chopping it up. You could just loop these videos and stitch them together. Put the NFL music over it. So Midjourney is our go-to. Just wanted to put that out there. We'll have a whole class inside of school where Midjourney will be covered. We're gonna take the Midjourney document, the prompt guide that we're going to drop today, and then we'll come back to it and we'll break that down. Okay? We'll break that down. This is another one that I want us to get in touch with. This is another China one. I'm giving you a tool. I'm giving everybody low key the tools. You know, I'm giving everybody these tools because these are the ones that these are cost efficient. These would be considered the Coach bags, but they also work like Gucci bags in terms of what you're going to get the bang for your dollar. Because remember, you could go to China and get designer for the low and it still hit hard. Same thing with their apps and tools. You're going to get it for the low, but that shit is going to hit like a high price designer bag from America. You know? Come on, load up. Let's see. I'm impatient. While we wait for this, let's go and check on the pot that we was cooking up with this mobile app. Where you at, Minimax? There we go. Okay, where we at with it? Urban Vine. 21. You there, sis?
Yes.
Go black to me.
Hmm.
See what we just did?
Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah. You see what it just did?
Yeah, my friend, he makes homemade wines. This is big. This is nice.
So, in the amount of time that it took for us to just think this up while we were having other conversations, a whole landing page got put together, right? So I think that's a great place to land this plane, just to give us a glimpse as to what we're going to be doing and what we have in front of us, and the opportunities that await us, and how to refine it. Right? This is the vibe session where we vibing and we are sharing ideas and we're brainstorming, but we're also demonstrating. This is our playground. This is our sandbox. Right?
Red, I have a quick question. So,
Yes.
how do we use like a site like this to revamp an existing website?
You could drop the existing website right in there and tell it to revamp it.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that. Hey, check out this website. I need you to revamp this shit. Fix it up in the way that it needs to be in order to be top 100. I got a list of the top 100 YouTube channels that are making millions of dollars. I take all of those channels and I drop it in the AI, and then I say examine all of these channels and what's making them successful. Then I drop my channel in there against it and say optimize this channel to keep up and to level up to the level of where these channels are based off of their analytics, based off of the patterns that you pick up on these channels, because everybody is using patterns and formulas. You know, what you might not be able to see with the naked eye, the AI is going to be able to see with the machine vision. Right? Things like that. That's what it does. It analyzes, it does computations that the human brain, um, it might take time, resources, and money. It'll do it. There's your competition. That's what it's about. Or this is your target audience. This is how to get to them. This is what you need to do. You know, based off of me analyzing all of these sources that you give it to me. Like if anybody works in corporate America, the same way that you scheme on other businesses or your competition. Well, now you have um, a whole team of agents, 100 of them, that will do the scheming for you or with you, right? Let me show you what Kimmy, okay? This is what Kimmy does. Kimmy has 100 agents that will, what's called an agent swarm. They will literally swarm like killer bees and knock some shit down. so Kimmy. You got Kimmy. Kimmy Code, right? So this is Kimmy. This is out of China. Like I said, this is this would be considered the Chanel bag that they made in the Chanel factory, but they couldn't they couldn't sell it in the Chanel store, but it was made in the same factory. That's literally what things like this are. They're the equivalent to some of these big ass frontier models that they say cost billions of dollars to launch, but Kimmy and them come through and they just as good as them, and they're halfway the price. So I want y'all to be able to get your bang for your dollar. They have a mobile app. They have Kimmy Code, which will code the same way that other is. You could put in your terminal, your IDE. Okay. This is for my coders. You know, you might want to be into coding or somewhat familiar with it before you start tapping into this field. um, then we got the agent swarm. Boom. Check it out. I want to show you some examples. So this is a paper that it put together, I guess, using the agent swarm. Right? It will take your research. It will take some of your notes. Okay. And it will knock out research paper for you. It has deep research. Okay. It does deep research. McKinsey style reports on multiple topics, executive summary, margin compression, safety and investment investigations, Twitter spillover, you know, all of this skinny on Tesla. It does slides. You could get the agents to create slides for you. All right. Docs, websites. There you go. Select the template. Boom. And then create a website. And when we come back, we'll go and check up on this website that we built. We're going to create a linen clothing website. I'm going to tweak it out. I'll show you how it started, and I'll show you what it before and after, how it started out. What was the first iteration of it? What was the first output? And then we'll show you what the final one is. And we'll take it from there. Okay. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you for this build that we had. Wonderful build on a Saturday. I do have to get ready for Saturday Night Live. That will be on YouTube tentatively at 4:44 p.m. if y'all want to join. Let me give you this Yap It. I see somebody asking about Yap It. Let me Yap It.
Are you talking, Red? Because we can't hear you.
Oh no, I wasn't talking. I was getting this link for the Yap It Fair. Somebody that asked for Yap It.
And someone also asked for the Gumroad for the book too.
Okay, gotcha. Let me drop that as well. Yeah, any questions, comments, or concerns while I do all of these while I source all of these items, please feel free to ask anything while I'm here. While we have this time. Inshallah, tomorrow we'll have a demonstration. I wanted to build out this I have something that I wanted to build out in the public. So we'll be doing that. I'll be doing that tomorrow if I'm able to get into here. So just look out for the update. And if it's not tomorrow, it'll be soon. Okay, let me give y'all this Midjourney thing while we're here. It's
And
gonna
Red,
be
quick question.
yes.
If my brother does writing. Now he sent me a few of his writings. If I wanted to make comic books, anything, what AI app should I drop it in if I wanted to get some visuals out of it?
I would say Nano Banana Pro.
Banana Pro, got it. Appreciate it.
Yeah. That would be a good. But the Chat GPT as well, it gives you panels. It gives you like comic book panels. I will go with them as well. We'll check them out.
Chat GPT and Nano Banana.
Mm-hmm. Those two. The Chat GPT 1.5, it has a preset for comics, like comic
Preset
book
for comic.
panels.
Okay. Preset for comic.
Wait 1 second. Let me this discount on it. Okay. The suggested price is Give me 1 minute, y'all. This Gumroad is interesting. I ain't been here in a while. Let me see. Okay. Gotta come hang out here more. I'm gonna just drop the link for the whole store because there's a lot of stuff in here as I'm looking at it. Okay, hold on. Let me get this in here. Drop this link. Boom. Here's the Gumroad. The first one is for the AI for Star Seeds, and the second one is for the actual Gumroad store. And it has a lot of products in there. Prompt books, lectures, how to build a digital empire in 30 days. That's the first class me and Spin did. Pay Us in Crypto workbook, Prompt Engineering 101. I'm going to drop a lot of these prices and make it very much more affordable, especially in lieu of the times that we're in right now. But yeah, this is the Gumroad. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your attention. And thank you for your input. And let's continue to build. The school, the Imaginarium school, is going to have a ton of stuff on it in the next 7 days. Look out for the emails. And, even if you don't get notifications, pull up every day because every day is going to be something new up there. Make sure you sign up to the Instagram. That's important. We want to have the Instagram popping and whatnot. We want to build that up. So make sure you sign up to the gram. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Class is on Friday. All right. 8 p.m. Peace, love, and light.
Thank you. Peace.
Peace,
Indeed.
everyone.
Page.
You know, y'all have a good one.